The year was 3300 BCE. People all around the world were making heavy use of bronze to make weapons and tools. This period was referred to as the Bronze Age. A lot of civilizations emerged during the Bronze Age. Amongst these Bronze Age civilizations, Mesopotamia was one of the very first ones. Mesopotamia arose in a valley in between two rivers. These rivers were the Tigris and the Euphrates, situated in modern-day Iraq. In fact, the word Mesopotamia in Greek means the land between rivers. So, Mesopotamia is a region between these rivers, and it's not a country. If you haven't noticed already, most of the earliest civilizations originated on river banks and valleys, like the Indus Valley and the Egyptian civilization. The explanation behind this is that the rivers provided the people with water and fertile soils. These conditions were favorable for agriculture. So whenever Tigris and Euphrates overflowed due to floods, it would deposit alluvial silt. This alluvial silt was rich in minerals and nutrients, making it highly fertile and a good crop soil. Apart from being a river valley, Mesopotamia has been the reigning grounds of various kingdoms. Numerous city-states emerged in this land between the two rivers. These city-states later grew into bigger civilizations. A city-state was an independent state that was based around a city. These city-states spent their time fighting each other to gain control over the others. Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians have controlled these lands at some point of time or the other. The Sumerians were the first ones to set up a civilization in this region around 3500 BCE. The Sumerians settled in Sumer, a southern part of Mesopotamia. Their prized cities were Ur, Erech, Eridu, Kish, and Lagash. Each Sumerian city had its own ruler, and they even controlled the land around the cities. The Sumerians developed a cuneiform system of writing. Apart from their system of writing, the Sumerians also came up with inventions, such as the plow and the sailboat. Absolutely game-changing inventions. In fact, Sumer is quite often called the cradle of civilization. The reign of the Sumerians came to an end when the Akkadians took over. The Akkadians established their kingdom in central Mesopotamia. The Akkadian king, Sargon, had conquered Sumer around the year 2371 BCE. He united the Sumerian and the Akkadian kingdoms. Sargon even introduced a language called Akkadian in his kingdom. The Akkadian kingdom was claimed to be the world's very first empire. The Akkadians were succeeded by the Babylonians. Babylon was located in the northeast of Sumer. In the year 1792 BCE, the famous Hammurabi took his place as the ruler of Babylon. He was the most famous Babylonian king. He was recognized for his code of laws. The code consisted of 282 legal decisions etched onto a stone slab. The stone slab had an engraving of the sun god handing the code of laws to Hammurabi. The code of laws dealt with every aspect of human life: marriage, family, trade, and criminals. It even suggested punishments and penalties, which followed the theme of the popular sayings, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. He was also responsible for the unification of the whole of Mesopotamia, the region that is now called Iraq. He was successful in blending the cultures of the Sumerians and the Akkadians with the Babylonian culture. Just like the Akkadians, Babylon saw its end to the Hittites and the Kassite races. But these races weren't prominent rulers. The Hittites were outdone by the Assyrians. The Assyrians established their kingdom in northern Mesopotamia, with their capital at Assur. The Assyrians had already settled in the valley of the river Tigris by 2000 BCE, but they became powerful only between 1000 BCE and 612 BCE, eventually taking over the entirety of Mesopotamia. Ashurbanipal was the king of the Assyrian Empire from 668 BCE to 627 BCE, the son of Esarhaddon and the last strong ruler of the empire. Apart from being a brave warrior, he was also a poet. He also appreciated the cuneiform writings from the Sumerian age. Ashurbanipal amassed a significant collection of cuneiform documents for his royal library. Eventually, the Assyrians were succeeded by the Chaldeans. The Chaldeans were a Semitic tribe that re-established the Babylonian rule in Mesopotamia. The Semitics were descendants of the Babylonians. Nebuchadnezzar was their greatest king. It is said that he entirely rebuilt Babylon and provided the world with one of its 7 wonders, the Hanging Gardens. Mesopotamia has certainly seen a lot of different rulers and people. Each of these dynasties contributed to the development of the Mesopotamian civilization in their own diverse ways.
If you like this video and want to watch many more amazing videos like these, like and subscribe to our channel now.